But hi, name's Carnage. Nice to meet you. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. I'm a bit muffled by the outfit. Don't care. Anyway, so I thought I'd share some stories because they're fun. Um, Basically, I'm going to share with you stories from my childhood, and we're going to start with today's stories. Are going to be how I got amnesia. Good story, if you ask me. Ugh. Let's see if I can get my mouth a bit free. There you go. Anyway, so I've had amnesia 3 times in my life. I'm going to kind of gloss over the first one because I'll be honest, that's the most brutal kind as well. And this is back when I was about 7, 8. And basically, what happened was no idea. Complete amnesia on that one. The only memory I've got of that one is I woke up and I was laid on the bench in the middle of my school playground at the time. There's a little tiny bench about this big, and it's about this long, and I laid across the thing, and I woke up. And I lost virtually all my memory before that, except for a few flashes. I remembered my name, stuff like that. Couple of little memories, but not many since I was like 7 at the time anyway. Um, but that's what happened with that one. So let's go to the next ones. Um, but I will explain first that as I was growing up, my parents had this philosophy of you did that to yourself. They didn't abuse me, so if you look for that sort of thing, just click away, go find another one. They're actually really good. They taught me culpability as I grew up. Um, it was great. It was essentially the idea of if you did something to yourself, you're gonna you're gonna know about it. Um, that's not including anything dangerous to others or anything dangerous to myself. It was generally, if I did stuff that was generally harmful, then I knew about it because that's when I was in trouble. But being a kid, that didn't stop me. um, Sorry about that. So, second time, got amnesia. We'll talk about that one. Um, so basically, what happened was I was where I lived before was by a promenade by the river, and we were on our way to the pier at the time, and a friend brought a skateboard. Now, I'll be the first to admit I can't skateboard to save my life, but being a kid was fun. I tried. Um, so on our way to the pier, there's like as you're going in, there's like this area goes downhill, and yeah, basically goes down towards the pier, and you got me, 2 friends, and my brother. Me and one friend talking while I mess on the skateboard. 2 friends are off her head in front of me down the other end of the hill. Now, I was terrible at science, so velocity in itself didn't really mean anything to me, and it should have. So, as you can quite figure out what's going on there, I picked up a lot of velocity going down this hill, and as I'm going down, I'm going straight towards the 2 friends. Now, my options in my head at the time are hit the friends or get off the skateboard. Now, I thought I'll hit them in the ankles, it'll be fine. What I didn't think of is the force of trying to get off the skateboard while it's moving at a high speed. So, as I try to jump off, skateboard's still moving. I do a half backflip, um, essentially a complete fail. Would it look great on Fails of the Week, something like that? and I land on my head, which was hilarious. Um, Now, from this point, I know that happened. I remember that, and I'm going from flashes from there. But what I kind of know happened next is as we are walking around, I feel something. Um, I suppose you can say it's red flags in a way. I know something's up, something's happening, and I need to sit down. So I say to my friends, I gotta sit down. I sit down on the on it wasn't even a bench. It was like some steps or something, and I sit, and I get this flash, which is akin to the flash you get when you're punched in the face, or when something hits you in the face. Generally punched. um, so that happens, and everything's gone. I'm wearing a t-shirt that I have no idea where I got it. Turns out that one of my friends had bought it for me. Completely new to me. I am being told stories. Don't you remember when we found a certain um, adult item? I don't remember that. I still don't remember that. So go on. Um, I know previous days, things like that. I know everything else. I know my name. It's not a complete amnesia, but the day is just gone. I go home, I run home, and said to my friends, I gotta go. Something's off. Uh, I don't remember anything. I think I'm sick. So I'll go home, and I go to my mother, and she's busy. Mom, bearing in mind, Mom has got 5 kids, including me. She's very busy trying to get everybody fed, everybody clothes, ready to go back to school, all that junk. I said, Mom, I don't know what's going on. I got amnesia. Now she thinks I'm taking the piss. It was really funny. She's used to that with 5 kids. She thinks I'm taking the piss. So she says, okay, just go sit down, whatever. So I go sit down, never got it back. Never went back to her about it. Today was the first day I actually started questioning her about it. And she was so busy, she didn't even remember me saying it. Back then, obviously, she's not as busy now. Um, so that's what happened on the second time. Now we're going to go to the third time. Now, this is where I get to culpability. This was all me, all dumbass, all carnage. So here's what happened. Me and a friend and some of my friends' friends. There's 2 of them, I think. I never met them before. I'm trying to show off. We all go for a bike ride. And we went pretty far. We went about 9-10 miles out. This area had a massive castle, beautiful area. I'd definitely go back if I lived near there now. But I don't. But, again, by the river, still. It's down, you follow the river, you're still there. And we go for our bike ride there. We end up in the car park by the river. And we're messing around. It's a good laugh. Pedaling around in the car park. Bit of football. I remember I nearly fell in the river at one point. So this is like that day's already started with pedaling 10 miles out. So I'm long gone. Nearly fallen in the river because we kicked the football into the river. What happened there was I tried to essentially kick it back towards the land by hanging off the edge. And I didn't have the upper body strength to pull myself back up over the fence to get back onto essentially not hanging over the river. Luckily, there's a gentleman there. He grabs me, he pulls me over the fence. Great guy. If you're watching this, I highly doubt it, but if you're watching this, thanks. Love you. But that's already going well. I'm still trying to show off. I don't care. So we continue the day. We're still pedaling around, and I get this idea to show off to the friends, to the new friends of my friend. And I didn't lose as much here, thank God. But as I said, I did it to myself. So here's what I do. I say to my friends, say, check this out, I can ghosty my bike. Now, I'm British. I don't know if the Americans out there, if you go ghosty or you have something similar. But basically, the idea is to pedal as fast as you can, jump off your bike, and it keeps going. It looks like there's a ghost riding your bike for you. It's really funny if you do it normally. It's just a bit of a sprint, you're fine. So yeah, I wanted to one up a normal ghosty. So I'm pedaling, and I should also mention this is gonna come just a month. That's why I say describing this. In British car parks, we have on the entrance there's a large crossbar, and it's generally a height limit. It says 7 foot, however high it is, and there's one of them on this place. So I say to my friends, check it, I'm gonna go to my bike, and I exit the car park and I start pedaling fast as I can, and this is like super fast kid speed, you know. I go top speed, you know, head down, and I jump off as I go into the car park. Now, I hadn't even considered bike going in the river, any of that, which it didn't, thank God. It stopped. But I grabbed the crossbar, and that was essentially all of my momentum on a bicycle. So, very fast, put into one swing on a bar. So there was enough force there to get me what I thought would have been all the way around. What turned out to be halfway around. So I'm now upside down on a crossbar. A big red and white thing, 7 feet in the air. Feet up in the air, full handstand. And I can't do a handstand at all. So I am now feet up in the air doing a handstand, knowing I can do one, and everything goes slow motion. So, hands are the first to buckle, they're gone, and I'm now falling towards my own face. Everything's going slow motion, but no reaction whatsoever. And the only thing going through my head is, uh-oh. Well, the foul language version of that. Missed the bar completely, didn't hit that, so I wasn't completely vertical. I was probably at a slight angle, you know. Falling towards my own face, managed to turn my head, that's about it, and land on it hilariously from about 7 feet. How I didn't break my neck, I have no idea, but I didn't. But the next memory I got from there, after landing on my head, is I am actually pedaling home. I've made half the distance without even realizing I've done it. Friend pedaling beside me, and he said to me, "Wait, stop." You might soon know your real name. He said, "Wait, Carnage, stop." So I stopped. And I said, "Where am I?" I said, "Why am I here?" So he explained to me what happened, gave me some stories about how he continued playing, blah blah blah. I have no idea, I don't remember any of that. I remember hitting my head, and I remember being halfway home. They happened. That's all I know. And then I went home. Complete memory loss of the rest of the events. Don't know what happened, but I know they did happen. Otherwise, I was abducted by aliens, maybe, and time shifted that way, and they sent me home, like, they were put me back down, landed me, like, halfway home. I don't know. I'll stick with, Amnesia, because that's, yeah. And I've never been abducted, so, yeah. That's what happened. But, that's the 3 times I had amnesia in my life. True stories, definitely, like 100% guaranteed happened. And this has been my video. Story about me, my childhood. Gonna bring more every week. I'm gonna give you another story from my childhood. I got some really hilarious ones, so subscribe, like the video, and I'll bring you some more. There'll be such content such as a boxing match. Um, There'll be the story of my father being accused of being an axe murderer. I'll tell you that one. That's a good one. I've been investigating that. There's no news on it. But again, story. They're also accused of being part of the IRA. I'll tell you that one. Then loads of others. Like, just so much happened in my childhood. Life's boring now. No, it's not. I got all you viewers, so life's not boring. I love you. So subscribe, and I'll share some hilarious videos. So till next time, I will see you all in the next video. Bye!